Okay, maybe you boys can help me out since that's pretty much the majority of my viewership. I'm so mad today. I'm having trouble picking a subject, but I just saw a podcast, or clips of a podcast, Call Me Daddy, that had Kamala Harris, our vice president, on it. And apparently, this is a very popular podcast, a mostly female audience, which I find odd, because it's clearly for complete idiots. And here are some of the things that the host person said. That she's very put upon, that women are treated as second-class citizens. Where? In Afghanistan, maybe. That is definitely absolutely true. Not here in America. Are there shitty people? Sometimes, men and women, because that happens. But that's not true. There's no way, and I would love to hear if somebody has an example of what the fuck she's talking about. And then our vice president, the woman trying to become president and trying to steal the election, is not only lying. I mean, we have evidence of, abortions in the 8th, 9th month, and babies being left to die after they were born. I'm not saying my opinion either way on abortion. I'm just telling you what the facts are. And then talking about the horrors of having to get on a plane for a woman, or as if it's just the worst thing in the world. Okay, so here's my thing. How is it possible so many women have been manipulated into believing this crap? That their entire identity as a woman comes down to abortion without understanding it in any way, shape, or form, or understanding the party's policies on it. And how have they been able to hold this control over this abortion thing by lying about it? Okay, so if there's any women, comment. And if not, guys, do you actually know a woman that has said to you, I want the ability to have an abortion when I'm 9 months pregnant? Have you ever heard that? Okay, so why is that being pushed so hard? I'm not saying that any term is right or wrong, but do you actually know women that are like, oh, there has to be abortion after the first trimester? Have you ever heard that? Because I haven't. I am not saying it is any more or less of a life. In the first trimester, I'm not saying anything. I won't do that. I'm just asking, why are they finding it so necessary to push to the extreme? Because it is not banned. Nobody's banned it. This is a massive country with a lot of variety and opinions across it. It should be up to the states to decide. And states like mine, or absolutely boredom after they're born, and there's no limit. It's absolutely ridiculous. So it's not banned anymore. There are, restrictions down the first trimester, which it seems reasonable, but whatever. Have you ever heard that? How is this how they are claiming women are losing their rights, which isn't true? Women don't have any more or less rights than a man. They are now allowed to cause physical harm to another human against their will, just like men aren't. Right? Just because men do not have the ability to get pregnant, I know, shocker, doesn't change that. So how are women being so convinced that their rights come down to extreme levels of abortion? Again, hasn't been banned. It's not going to be banned. It's not anybody's plan. How has this happened? I would love to hear this. How it apparently the Call Me Daddy, whatever the fuck that means, has a massive viewership. How? And how is our vice president on this podcast for idiot 12-year-old girls? Clearly, I'm listening to her talk. She's like, some women, they have to go to another state, and they have to get on a plane, and they have to sit there with strangers, and they have to go through TSA, huh? You mean, so, like, traveling? I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to talk about my feelings, my opinions on abortion, because it doesn't matter. Who cares, honestly? But in a large, complex society, we do need to make, some adjustments, right? But why on earth would anybody need an abortion after the baby is viable outside of the womb? That's a different level, right? So you tell me, do you, whoever, know of someone who actually believes this and feels this way? And please try to explain it to me. Please, because again, I'm old, I'm out of touch, and I'm mad as hell right now, so help me out. Let's have some communication. Oh my god, I hate Kamala so much. She's the worst thing for women ever. So please,